Everyone, thanks for tuning to Sin's Workshop. We're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be reviewing City of Nightmares by Rebecca Schaeffer. I can't begin to tell you how much I love this book, you guys. First of all, your main character, Ness, who, yes, she is named after the Loch Ness Monster. The fact that she's named after the Loch Ness Monster and is absolutely fucking terrified of everything is hilarious. I love that about her characterization. And I loved Schaeffer's description of every time she's scared of something and she crab walks or scuttles backwards or leaps high into the air and just causes disaster in her wake because she's so terrified of monsters is hilarious. But you get why she's terrified. I mean, this girl is suffering from serious PTSD because when she was a kid, here's some rundown. In this world, there's this nightmare weaver. I'm going to call him. I forgot what his actual name is, but there's this nightmare weaver, and he turns people into their worst nightmares when they fall asleep. He goes into their dreams and, he turns, when they wake up, they are living their worst nightmares. So for Ness, and everyone is required to take medicine so that they can have dreamless sleeps, right? For Ness, when she was a kid, her sister forgot to take her, the medication that is allotted to them, and woke up as a giant man-eating spider. And I mean this. She was man-eating. Ness's father locked her in the cabinet under the sink, and Ness had to watch her father get eaten alive by her sister, who turned into a giant spider. If that doesn't traumatize you, I don't know what will. So ever since then, she has been absolutely terrified by everything. So, I mean, her reactions to everything are very extreme, but also very understandable and relatable because she went through something traumatic as a child. Now, Ness does something for work. I think she does I think she's going to deliver the mail. And so she gets on the boat to deliver the mail across the island or across the river, lake, whatever. I forgot what it is. And she meets Sai, who's a vampire, and she decides, okay, I'm finally going to grow a backbone. So she thinks she's saving a girl from Sai. And, Sai was just looking for a hookup. His worst nightmare was becoming a vampire. So he's a vampire. But he's so lovable. They both get caught in this. Someone's trying to assassinate them because someone blew up the boat that they were on, and they are the only two survivors, Ness and Sai. Their whole relationship, their whole friendship, she becomes so absolutely freaking terrified of him, and he's just like, I just saved your life. Can you cut me some slack? It's adorable. It is absolutely adorable how their friendship goes from her being like, stay away, and it's just like, I'm trying to save your life right now. Can you cut me some slack? Be like, okay, fine. And she's like, I'm watching you. He's like, you can watch me all night. That's fine. To them being best friends who risk everything for each other at the end of the night. I mean, he gives her a place to stay. They become such good friends that I ship them. I ship them so hard. I want Ness and Sai to get together. I do. That just tells you how well that characterization is done and the character growth on Ness's part, because she goes from being, don't get me wrong, by the end of the book, she's still terrified of everything, but it's not as controlling anymore by the end of the book. So she goes on this whole journey and she grows and she becomes a little braver. I can't wait to see what's in store for her in the next book, City of Dreams. Ooh, not City of Dreams, Cage of Dreams. I'm excited. Let me tell you, I'm excited to read that book. But I love that characterization here. I love the voice in it. I loved how the story just maintained a really good, steady pacing. It was unpredictable. It was, fast-paced. And it was engaging from beginning to end. that by the time the ending happened, I was just like, wow, didn't see that coming, because these two stumble upon some really big shit. I don't want to spoil it for you, but they stumble upon a whole lot of craziness, but it's really good for their characterization. It's really good for the plot. I'm so excited for it. And that ending, I was just like, whoo! I'm like, I hope there's a sequel. And then a sequel was announced. I was like, yes, there's a sequel. So I can't wait to see how that's going to play out. But, this was such a good book. I absolutely loved it. I loved how the story moved. I loved the pacing. I loved Nessa's character development. I loved her relationship with Sai. That was probably, for me, the best part of the story, because they're so cute together. And I just want them to be together forever and ever and ever. So, yes. That's that. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, which I do highly recommend, I will, of course, include links on where you can purchase the book. On that note, thanks again for tuning in to Sin's Workshop. Please don't forget to like the podcast, subscribe to it, and share it with all your book loving friends. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.